Hi everyone, this is Amira and I help coaches, consultants, and online course creators scale their online business with the help of Facebook ads and sales funnels. So I thought of starting a little series that kind of talks you through the different processes and how to run Facebook ads and how to design sales funnels strategically and creatively so that you get success in your online marketing endeavors for your business. And this series that I will be hosting almost on a weekly basis for now, it is especially beneficial for someone who has been running Facebook ads for a while but has seen no success. So, whether you are a coach or a consultant, or whether you have an online course, and if you have been trying to promote your services to get more sales, to get more clients, to get more leads, even, and you've been doing this using different strategies and also trying your hand at Facebook ads, but you are not seeing the results that you desire, or you may be seeing some kind of result, but you are ending up spending way too much money and you're burning your money, and you think that maybe this is just not for you, then I want to tell you that I'm here to basically change your mind about that, because Facebook ads are so profitable and they can really help you get targeted clients for your business. And in this series, I hope to cover these strategies, some of these strategies that I have successfully used for my own clients, and I want to share these little tips and insider tricks with you so that you can use these in your own business as well and see results. And then maybe if you'd like to scale your business, or if you'd like to hand that over to someone else so you can focus on your business, maybe we can then talk about working together in some capacity. So let's get started. In this series, I am going to be talking you through the different elements that make a Facebook ad extremely successful. Now, for most people, and even when I first started running Facebook ads for my own business, which is basically, I have a food blog and I've done a lot of different courses and ebooks and products, digital products for my own food blog business. And when I started out first with Facebook ads, the very first thing that I used to do is basically boosting posts, which, by the way, if you are doing that to grow your following or to get clients, please, I urge you that you stop doing so, because that is not the way to run ads that bring you success. And probably the reason why you haven't seen a lot of change in your business if you have been boosting posts, well, you know the answer. You are not supposed to boost posts. It's not targeted. It does not get you the results that you want. So the first thing that I want to talk you through is the different elements, and we'll begin this series with an overview of the different elements, and then in the coming weeks I will be diving deep into each of these elements, so you will get a clearer picture on where you may be going wrong and how you can actually rectify that. So for a Facebook ad to be successful, there's 5 things that you really need to be careful of and ensure that you are looking after all of these 5 things effectively. So let's begin with the very first element of a very successful Facebook ad that can help you get leads, sales, clients, and basically any goal that you have for your business. So, as I mentioned just a few seconds ago, the very first element is knowing which objective to pick for your Facebook ads. Now, before you even create any concept for your ad or any strategy for your ad, the very first thing that you need to know is what is the purpose behind doing so, because that will help you select the right objective. As you know, Facebook ads have several ad objectives. It ranges from brand awareness to engagement to conversions, and you need to know exactly what you are trying to achieve from your ad. Is it that you want to get more followers, you want more people to see your page, to check out a certain post that you have made, to build some kind of an awareness for the post or your brand? Is it because you want to get more leads into your funnel? Do you want more email subscribers? Do you want to target those people who visited a certain page on your website or on your funnel, and then they abandoned that page and never took the action that you wanted them to take. Do you want to target these people? Is that the objective behind your ads, to remind them to finish the sales process? Is it because you want to get sales for your course or for your program, or you want to get a new client? Is sales the objective? So you need to know what the goal is behind creating an ad in the first place, because if you don't know what the purpose is, you will select the wrong objective, and then everything else that follows will basically not give you the result that you're looking for, because the very first step rather, is flawed. So there are different objectives in the Facebook ads campaign when you just begin, and these objectives can help you get the results that you want. So the first element that you need to be aware of is your purpose, your goal behind running that particular ad, and then choosing an ad objective that fits that goal. So that's your first element. The second element that you need to be very, very thoroughly clear on, like when you close your eyes, you need to have complete clarity on this element, and that is knowing who your audience is. Now, it's very, very different. Now, for me, for example, if I'm running a food blog, I might want to work with certain brands to collaborate with them, and at the same time, now I also want to reach out to people who are very new to baking and who are not very familiar with the concepts, who are intimidated by baking. There's another section of people. I'm just talking in general when you work as a digital creator. The third kind of category could be the audience that is very well versed with baking and is looking forward to introducing a challenge by diving into advanced concepts in baking. So it could be like those popular cakes that you see, the fancy designs and transforming a burger as a cake and stuff like that. So that's all advanced, okay? So there's three different groups here. So when I am running an ad, I need to know firstly the purpose. Why am I running this ad? What is the goal? Do I need more followers? Do I need to make people more aware of a certain post that I've made? Do I want to transform a person into a lead by giving them something in exchange? Do I want to sell a program? What exactly is it that I want them to do? Now, once I've figured the purpose out, I need to know who I should send this ad to, who should be seeing this ad. So say I've created an online course that teaches advanced concepts in baking, and I target people who are very basic beginners in baking. Do you really think they are going to respond to this ad? Do you think that this ad will convert? Obviously it won't, because they will be intimidated by it when they see that ad. Similarly, if I create an ad that talks about the very basics of baking 101, like the most simplest concepts, and I target advanced bakers with this ad, they'll definitely not respond to it, because they know all of this. They are familiar with these concepts, and they want a challenge. They want to learn something that will challenge them more. So they are obviously not going to respond to that. So that's the reason why knowing who your audience is extremely important, and your customer avatar plays a very, very vital role in such a situation. You need to know exactly who you're talking to, and then create ads that speak directly to them. So that is your second element. Knowing who your audience is will really help you. The third element that you need to focus on is creating engaging creatives. Now, when you go to Instagram and you're scrolling through your feed, there's 100 posts appearing on your timeline or your Instagram feed at one go. Similarly, when you're scrolling Facebook, you're seeing so many different posts. So what makes your content stand out? Why should they stop scrolling and look at your ad? So you need to give them a reason to stop that scroll and then engage with your ad. And that is where creatives play a very important role. Your creatives need to speak to them. It's literally a fraction of a second, and you need to grab their eyeballs in that time. So creatives is a very important element of your Facebook ad campaign to make sure that it is successful. I mean, I've seen a lot of creators do this, and I myself actually initially would do this. I wouldn't put too much thought into it. I would just think, oh, they're just going to do what I want them to do. Maybe they'll like my post and stuff. It doesn't work like that. It has to be very appealing. A lot of people I've noticed use stock photos. I know some of my clients, when I started working with them, and I just sort of asked them to show me the kind of ads they were running before, just so I could get an idea of how we need to go about and transform that. And you won't believe the number of clients that used to use stock photos from websites like Unsplash and Pexels.com, and they would use those images as their ad creatives. And then, it wouldn't convert, obviously, because there is no, it's not personalized. You need to connect with your audience when they see your ad on their Instagram feed or their Facebook news timeline. It needs to strike a chord with them. And unfortunately, stock photos don't do that because it's very impersonal. It is not something that I would recommend. And when I was working with my clients, and we made a drastic change in the creatives, and the results that we saw were phenomenal. We saw such an increase in engagement with the ads, not just the conversions, not just the objective that we were trying to achieve. Not only did we achieve those, the ads themselves were being shared. There were so many comments being made on the ads. There were people were really liking and reacting to the post. They were commenting, they were sharing it on their timeline, which basically was being shared with their community of people. So that was free word of mouth. So that was another benefit. So that is the reason why creating engaging creatives is so vital to a successful Facebook ad campaign. The fourth element of a successful Facebook ad campaign is scaling your ad. Once you've started running the ad campaign, you need to be able to scale it so that it reaches more people. And obviously, this is just a very brief overview of all the elements. And in the coming weeks, I will be diving deep into the different elements and showing you examples of how I've used these with my own clients and we've gotten results. So I'll be sharing all of this in the coming weeks as well. So for now, we're just talking about the elements on on a bird's eye level. So scaling your ad is very important because if you keep running the same ad with the same budget, you will experience ad fatigue. So that's the reason why. Basically, ad fatigue means it cannot reach any more people. That's what will happen. So you can scale your ads horizontally or vertically, and we'll be discussing all of these later on at great detail. The final element that you need to be sure of when you are creating a Facebook ad campaign for it to be successful is understanding how retargeting works. With the new iOS changes, retargeting has taken a hit, but it is not all hope is not lost. There is a very certain specific strategy that I use with my clients that has gotten them results, and retargeting still is very successful. And I'll be talking about this with you in detail in the coming weeks. So, retargeting is important because there's a lot that's going on in a person's life. So, maybe they checked out your landing page and then they thought that they'll sign up, and then they forgot about it. Something happens, life comes in the way, and you just sort of lose. You tell yourself you'll do it later and then you just forget about it. So it's important to reach out to these people and remind them that, hey, you visited my page, but you did not take the action that I wanted you to take. So here's a little reminder, and then you sort of create your creatives. Again, it goes back to element number 3. You create your messaging in a way that speaks to them, and then they do or they take the desired action that we want them to take. And so retargeting is a very important element of a successful Facebook ad. Now these elements are super important, and if you implement each of these correctly, there is no reason why your Facebook ad will not be successful. If you're looking to grow your business and scale it to the moon using Facebook ads and sales funnels, then there is a link in the comments and in this post caption to my calendar. Book the complimentary call and let's get chatting. I would love to get to know your business more and how I can help you in any capacity that can help you grow your business. It's a very exciting time that we're living in, and let's make 2022 an awesome and profitable year for you. So book that free call and let's get chatting.